Hey, this is Minnesota Boy. I am out on a local trail. As you can see, it is about 17 degrees outside. That's Fahrenheit. I forget what that is in Celsius. You can look it up if you care. And I'm out looking for a couple of geocaches. I'll find one for sure, probably two, maybe three, all in the same theme. The reason I'm out looking for this theme is because I'm trying to finish the Geochallenge of the month put on by Lookout Lisa at Cache Advance and the Geocachingvlogger. And for December, it is to find a cache that has something to do with music. Well, there's a series here in Minneapolis area called the Hot Wax series, and it was started by a legendary cacher here, King Boreas. And now many other people have kept that tradition alive by putting out hot wax caches. The original caches were cookie tins, round cookie tins that had a 45 record glued in the bottom of them. And then the theme of that cache was that song that was on that record. Now, most of them today don't have the records. I don't expect to see one today. But the theme still continues, and there are more and more of these caches all the time. So this trail has three of them right along in here to this direction and one back the other way. And so maybe I'll get all three. I don't know. It is getting late though. You know, this time of year, the sun goes down fast. So it is already pretty low in the sky over there, as you can see. So we'll see how many we get. Okay, that was a 4/10 of a mile walk down this nice trail. And now I am looking this way. The phone says it is about 42 feet that direction down there. So let's go find it. I don't see anything yet that looks like what I'm looking for. Let's check this out over here. Let's give that a look. I don't see anything. It'd be a great place for a cache, but I don't see anything. Let's go look at this big tree over here. Oh, I think I see something. Oh, what do we have here? It is actually a round tin. I wasn't really expecting to see containers of this type, like the old style. So let's see if there's a record in there. These metal tins sometimes are hard to open here in Minnesota because they get rusted shut. Oh, look at this. Rust, as I said. Nice looking logbook, though. A pen and some coins. But look at this. There's the record album in the bottom of the container. That's very exciting. Which song do we have here? Bewildered by Billy Eckstein. I don't know that one. I'll have to look it up later when I'm at home. Well, let's get this log signed. Oh, brand new replacement log. No wonder the log looks so nice. Let's see if this mechanical pencil works. There we go, signed in. In this bag, there's a stamp because this is actually a letterbox cache. Now, I don't do the stamping for letterboxes, so I'm not going to bother, but somebody who likes doing that, it's in there. All right, let's take this logbook back out. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, you should. I'm going to drop one of those in there. And also, if you don't play the game of Munzie, jump on that game. It's super fun. I'm going to put one of those cards in there too. I'm going to drop both of those in there with the log so they stay nice and dry. Put that back together. Push that rusty top back on. Put it back where I found it. That was very cool. I did not expect to see the actual records in there. That gives me good hope for the rest of them because they're all by the same cache hider. Very cool. Now in the summertime, if you were out on this trail, there would be lots and lots of bikes going by you all the time. It's a very popular biking trail. And right now, since it's 17 degrees and getting dark, nobody else on the trail. Good for me. Nice walk to the next one now. Let's go. Okay, I've walked another 3/10 of a mile to the next one. And it says it's about 7 feet from me. What do you think? Do you think it's over there by that tree? Or maybe in that old stump? I'm thinking that old stump looks like a good spot, but we'll give it a look. Here we go. All right. Oh, I think that old stump is looking even better. All right, we got another 10. Again, a little rusted. Not as bad as the last one. Here we go. We get the log sheet and the stamp in there because it's a letter box. Got a pen. And look at this. Can you read what song that is? Bridge Over Troubled Water by Simon and Garfunkel. One of my favorites. That's a cool song. This is so exciting to see the records in the bottom of this. I didn't expect to still see these in these newer containers. But this cache hider is awesome. If you haven't watched my last video, my last caching video, where I found a cache that kind of came in a big, large object hanging in a tree. And it was, I think I entitled that video, "We Have Great Cache Hiders Here in Minnesota," and we do. And this guy's one of them. He's also the same hider that's hiding all of these that I'm finding today. So good job, Master Sergeant USMC. We love your caches. Think this pen will work? It's pretty cold out here. Worked just fine. Sometimes here in Minnesota, it's a good idea to leave pencils in caches and not pens because here in Minnesota, we get temperatures over 100 degrees in the summer and quite often way down into the negative degrees Fahrenheit, probably 30 below in the wintertime. And that can be really hard on a pen. Sometimes they explode inside the caches and it's pretty bad, but this one's just great. Again, we'll put a card in to let people know about my YouTube channel and one about Munzie. If you're really not playing both of these games, what are you doing? They're both awesome. Get that one closed up nice. Cover it back up so it doesn't move. Well, that was really cool. And like I said, in the summertime, this trail can be really busy. And if you were standing here in the summer, you would definitely be seen because that's the trail. As you can probably see, the sun is now behind me, although it has set beyond the horizon. It's pretty sunset. So now I'm walking back the other way, and if I do my math right on those two caches, I walked 4/10, then 3/10. That is 7/10. So it's 7/10 back to the car, and I think the third one I was going to do was beyond the car on the trail the other direction, probably 3 or 4/10 that way too. If it's not too dark when I get there, I'll go for that one too. We have a lot of these kinds of trails here in the Twin Cities area. This used to be a rail line. As you can probably tell, it's a nice level grade, mostly straight, just gentle curves. And we had a lot of these, excuse me, I'm a little out of breath. I'm trying to walk fast. We had a lot of these rail lines in the Twin Cities that are no longer used for rail, and they've been converted into these great trails. Here we call them rail trails. I'm not sure what you might call them in your area, but do you even have them? Do you have lots of them? Comment below whether you have rail trails and whether you have geocaches along them. If you have rail trails in your area and you love them, comment below and let me know. I think they're really cool. It's a great reuse of these rights of way. Well, I just passed where I found that first cache, so I must have walked 3/10 back already. That went quicker than I thought. see if we can get this last cache past the car. Well, I've made it back to my car, but I'm not going to go for that third cache tonight because it is, I just looked, 0.6 of a mile that way down the trail, 0.6 of a mile, which means, of course, 1.2 miles there and back. And it is going to be absolutely dark. I know the camera makes it look lighter than it is right now, but it is getting late and it's going to be absolutely dark by the time I even got to that cache, much less got back from it. So I'll leave that one for another time. There are some other caches along this trail as well that I walked by. So I will be back to this trail for sure. Thanks for coming along on this adventure, finding those music-themed geocaches, fulfilling the Geocaching Challenge of the Month challenge for December of 2024. Come along next time on another adventure where I might be finding geocaches or I might be playing the game of Munzie. You never know which one it's going to be. Comment below, please. Check that like button. If you like this kind of video, I would appreciate it a lot if you subscribe to my channel. I'm actually in a contest with another YouTuber to get to 500 subscribers first. I'm around 200 right now, a little under. So give me a subscribe. It would help me out. Thanks so much. See you next time. Bye.